Hello everybody and welcome to day 5 of our New York trip. I can't believe how fast this trip is going because today is actually our final full day that we have in New York, which is just very, very sad to think about. It's literally whizzed by, but we actually have a really fun day planned. We're actually going to go in and head in downtown and we're going to go in and get in the Staten Island Ferry to go and see the Statue of Liberty. Can't wait to go and see her up close. And then we're also going to be going and spending quite a lot of time down by like Wall Street, doing that kind of thing. But before we do that, we actually need to go and grab breakfast. It actually was raining literally all day yesterday, and I think the rain is meant to be stopping, but from what it looks like it's still raining. So we're going to go and head out, brave going outside, probably put my umbrella up again, which, you know, I wasn't even planning on really using, but I'm going to have to go and do that. But let's go grab breakfast because I'm honestly so hungry. I feel like the weather app has just been so unreliable. Like, it literally has not stopped for hours. It's not even like bad rain, but it's bad enough. It's just frustrating. I'm walking around New York City with an umbrella trying to dodge people. It's hard work. Oh wow, it is so busy in here. Love it though. USA flag. These here are actually all the different types of bagels that you can get. This is the very famous one from Liberty Bagels. Never had it before, but I think it's like a vanilla-y sort of taste. And they actually do so many different bagels. Such a big menu. Wow, and even the muffins all look so amazing. That pistachio one, that would be a bit of me. I'm not going to get a muffin because I feel like that would be a bit greedy of me. This is what we've actually gone and ordered. At the like Midtown restaurant, there's no seats, so we're going to have to go and stand and eat this, I think. But it's very busy. That's basically the cost for the bagels. I went for the works. It was $11.95, so I don't think it's too bad. And I tried an egg everything bagel. But we also got these stickers and they are very, very cute. Definitely taking these home. I have to say, they are like a proper little army in there. They managed to take our order and we got our bagels really quick, a lot quicker than the one that was downtown, and that was actually quieter over there, so it was very, very quick. I ended up going for the egg everything bagel because I've read that it's like so much better than the other bagels, so I'm gonna go and give it a try. I have no idea what to expect, but I guess it's just like an egg bagel. So yeah, this is called the Works bagel, and it basically literally has like a full English breakfast in there. Basically, it's got sausage, it's got bacon, it's got egg, it's got hash browns. Looks actually gorgeous, and also the cheese looks amazing too. That hopefully is a bit of cheese pull with that. And then this here is the rainbow bagel, and then Sean's already started eating it, but this here is the Liberty bagel, and this one's called the Midtown. Again, it's like a chicken sort of one. Again, it looks amazing. My mum was very healthy and she got a little fruit pot. That was $5.95. Yes, that's what it was, but it does look quite good fruit. Right, here we go. Let's go and eat it. Bon appetit. You've definitely again got to have a big jaw to eat these bagels. They are absolutely huge. Let's go and eat it. That is a good breakfast. It's actually perfect. Like, the bagel is so nice, it tastes so good. All the like fillings are really good quality as well. Like, I love the egg and the sausage and bacon, and the cheese definitely adds to it too. It's actually really good. I'd actually go as far as saying Liberty Bagels is probably the best bagels in New York that I've ever tried. We've had Essa Bagel too, and that was good. But I've never actually had one that's like a breakfast. But I feel like for breakfast early in the morning, this is definitely the one to go for. What's yours like, Jack? Is it sweet? What's it like?
It's nice.
It's like a vanilla taste, isn't it? Yeah. I have to say as well, even though the line was long, it did move really quickly, but you can actually go and order this in advance on like Grubhub, which is their Just Eat, and also on Uber Eats. So if you're in a bit of a rush, it's probably quite a good idea to just go onto like Uber Eats before, place your order, and then make your way down here when it's time, because then it's already done and you've not got to really wait in a line at all. So that's something that's definitely worth noting. We'd probably do that if we come here again. Right, that bagel was ridiculously good. Like, honestly, one of the best things I've ever tasted. That is a 10 out of 10 in terms of bagels. I love bagels anyway. Like, that's my work lunch is normally a bagel, but a New York bagel just hits so differently. To be fair, it was so big, I probably could have just eaten half of it, but obviously I did eat the whole thing. We're gonna go and head now over to where the Staten Island Ferry is, so we're gonna go and get the subway. We're gonna go and get the one train. I've got to say, this station is absolutely huge. I have no idea where I'm actually going. It's taken us a while to even find this bit because we've been trying to find signs for the one and couldn't find them anywhere. But I think we're somewhat getting closer. I sometimes find it's like the stations outside don't necessarily say all of the subway lines that are at that station, and then you have to go into the station to then find out there's even more lines that station offers. So yeah, sometimes it's just really confusing, but you end up getting there. Just be brave and take risks. That's what I say when you're in in New York. And you always have to know if you're going uptown or downtown, or you end up in the complete wrong place. Okay, so we just got off at South Ferry subway station and we're now here at the Staten Island Ferry. Now, we're here to go and see the Statue of Liberty, obviously, but how we've always done it before is we've always gone over to Battery Park and then we've always bought our tickets, our Statue of Liberty tickets, and then we've actually gone on to Liberty Island itself and we've gone to see the Statue of Liberty, see all the museums, climb up the Statue of Liberty, all that kind of stuff, and it is a really good time. So if it's your first time ever at New York, that's 100% the way I'd recommend doing it. We've now done that twice. I feel like when you go to Statue of Liberty and you see it and you go to Liberty Island, that's kind of like a one and done thing. So we're going to try something new. We're going to go on the Staten Island Ferry, which is just behind me. Now the Staten Island Ferry is completely free. It's kind of like a commuter thing. It kind of is a ferry boat that goes from here over to Staten Island. So a lot of people commute for it. However, it goes directly past the Statue of Liberty and it is completely free. You don't have to go and pay for it. So for us, I feel like now that we've done Liberty Island, it just makes sense to go and try this. People talk very highly of the Staten Island Ferry. I hope we don't have to wait too long as well. Now the people that are around this area, sometimes they will try to tell you that you have to pay to go into the Staten Island Ferry. There are a few scams that do happen in this area, but just remember the Staten Island Ferry is free. You definitely do not need to go and pay to go onto the Staten Island Ferry. Now we are here on a Thursday and it is 9:48 right now, so we'll see how long it takes for us to go onto the Staten Island Ferry. And the boats are every like 15 minutes to half an hour depending on how busy it is at that time. I think we're now, it should be an off-peak time, so I imagine they're less regular, but we'll see how long it takes for us to go and get onto the Staten Island Ferry. I am very excited because you know what, when you're in New York you just have to see the Statue of Liberty. It's just a must do. Oh, and this here is the little waiting area. There's actually a few little food options too. And then this is how many people are waiting for the ferry. I don't think it's actually that many people. I don't think. I imagine we'll get on. I think the ferry's actually over there. Wow, and here it is. The rush begins. Let's go and see if we can get onto the ferry. Right, and we're going to go and head upstairs for the view. There's a very cute little seating area in this middle deck, but I think we're going to go here. Yeah. Yay, and we're outside. And you can actually see the Statue of Liberty right there in the distance. That was actually very easy. Yeah, we definitely timed that so perfectly, but yeah, we literally waited, what, like 2 minutes, and we're now on the ferry. So we're going to go and head over now to Staten Island, which is pretty exciting. Obviously, see the views of Statue of Liberty. When you actually go into the boat, definitely try to aim for the right side of the boat if you want Statue of Liberty views. The other side won't have it, and definitely go up so you're on the outside bit. But we're actually on the ferry. Yay, we're moving. And I assume Staten Island is just over there. I can't believe how low the clouds are today as well. You pretty much can't even see the top of the One World Observatory. Always close. She looks so far away. I don't know what it is. I really thought we'd be closer to her, but we was actually still quite distant, and in the pictures she looks like really small. But yeah, so if you want the close-up Statue of Liberty experience, you have to pay for the tickets. But we've seen her, we saw Lady Liberty. Right, and Jack definitely planned his outfit well today. He's got his super dry New York, has the Statue of Liberty on there as well. I feel like every time that I'm like on a boat or on the sea, all I get in my head is "By the Rivers of Babylon." Literally, it's the song that's in loop in my head all the time. Right, so we just got off at St George's Ferry Terminal, which is where the Staten Island Ferry drops you off. It was actually not too bad. It was like 25 minutes on there, but she's so annoying because the Statue of Liberty looked honestly tiny in photos and on video. It actually like wasn't too far from us. It was just the way that like our cameras work, I guess. So that was really frustrating. But everyone has to go and get off the ferry, to then go and get back on the ferry to go back towards Manhattan. So that's how it works, which is fine. Like I knew that was going to happen anyway. So we're going to now go and try and head to get the ferry back towards Manhattan. It'll be another 25 minutes, but I'll see if we can get any other clips. We might even get a little bit closer to the Statue of Liberty this time. So on this one, you've got to get onto the left side of the ferry. We've literally just done a full loop, and now we're waiting to go onto the Staten Island ferry this way, back towards Manhattan. It does seem very, very straightforward, but it is a little bit of a rush once you've got off of the ferry, trying to get back onto it, because there's literally only like 2 minutes between each one. So in like 2 minutes, it's going to be departing, and then we'll be like left here. So we're literally power walking our way over to the ferry. This one's called the Spirit of America. Right, here we are. Oh, it's a little bit busier. Oh, look at the hair blowing, Jack. Right, so we've just gone and finished at the Staten Island Ferry. All in all, that was like an hour round trip. We was very, very lucky. So if you are going on a weekday, I would say definitely go during off-peak times, which is probably after 9 o'clock, probably up to about midday. And then at midday, I imagine there's a lot of like rush during that time as well. So I would say definitely if you go between 9 o'clock and 12 p.m, and yeah, you're going to be able to literally do a round trip within an hour. I actually think it was a good view of the Statue of Liberty, especially if you've already gone and seen the Statue of Liberty before in your life. It was a nice quick way of seeing it. I still think going over to Liberty Island is like my favourite thing. I do really enjoy doing that, but you know, if you haven't got the time, maybe haven't got enough days here in New York, or you've done it so many times before and you want to try something different, then the Staten Island Ferry, if it's quite quiet, is definitely the way to go. Here's the charging ball where people go and rub the balls for good luck, I think it is. It has a very, very long queue to go and rub the balls, but we're going to go and do it, especially if it gives us good luck. If you're a fan of the musical Hamilton, then you definitely need to go and pay a visit to Trinity Church when you're down by Wall Street. It's a gorgeous church. I don't think I actually mentioned it, but we're actually going to be going and seeing Hamilton on Broadway later on tonight. So it's a very fitting that we've come here actually. And then this here is the gravestone of Alexander Hamilton. And then just in front is the gravestone of Eliza. And it says on there, Eliza, daughter of Philip Schuyler, widow of Alexander Hamilton, born in Albany, August the 9th, 1757, and died at Washington, November the 9th, 1854. And then Philip Hamilton is just next to Alexander Hamilton's gravestone, but it does say that they don't know the exact location, but they do know that he was buried somewhere in Trinity Church. I feel like sometimes it's so hard to comprehend as well, the fact that these are not just characters in a Broadway show. Like, these are genuine people. Like Alexander Hamilton was actually a founding father of America. And it says Mulligan was a member of Trinity Church and served on its vestry. I always find it really hard to find Angelica Schuyler. She's like on the other side of the church. You have to kind of like walk around. But last time we literally couldn't find her really at all. So hopefully we'll see where she is today. And this is what it's like at the side of the church. It is really such a beautiful building. And as you go and walk down the slope down here, Angelica Schuyler is just over here. There's a lot of coins left for Angelica. But yeah, it says wife of British Member of Parliament and businessman John Barker Church. Intelligent and socially active, Angelica Church befriended and corresponded regularly with many of the prominent figures of her day, including Thomas Jefferson. Wow, there are so many food stalls down here. Such a mixture of smells. I fully just walked from the smell of like Mexican grill to fish, which I was like, huh, to like a sweet donut. All within a matter of like 3 seconds. I just went through every emotion just then. And we've just come to the 9/11 memorial pools. There's actually no water running on there today. But this here is the South Tower Memorial, and then there's also another one over there which is the North Tower Memorial. There were actually nearly 3,000 names of the victims who lost their lives on September the 11th, 2001, and also during the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. There's just so many names there. I feel like this part of the city as well just has a complete different feel. It is very somber, like the feeling of it, and it just quiets down. Like the moment you walk over here, the city becomes so much more quiet, where people are just like reflecting and looking at names. And like for me, obviously this happened in 2001. I was like 2 years old, so I don't even really remember it, but it still has a massive impact on me and my life. It's a lot to take in when you're over here. So they're actually cleaning the South Port at the moment and doing some maintenance. So the North Port is exactly how these memorials normally are. We're actually just making our way over to the North Tower Memorial, but over here is the One World Observatory. I don't know if you can make it out, but just over there they are actually cleaning the windows, which is a very brave job. I'm going to see how high up they actually go. I mean, I guess someone has to do the job. And then this here is the North Tower Memorial, and obviously the water is flowing on this one. It is just so moving. I actually might be wrong about this, but I do think the flags, which I've never seen before, are laid for the veterans, because obviously it's recently been Memorial Day, and then the flowers which we've seen before, I think they are for when it's the victim's birthday, so I think they go and put the flower on during that time. This here is the Oculus. It's actually owned by Westfield. It's basically just a giant shopping centre. Very much gives me TARDIS vibes. It looks very, very small from the outside, but the moment you go in, it's absolutely huge. I don't think we're going to pop in there actually right now, because we've got other things that we want to go and tick off, but that's what it looks like if you want to go for a bit of shopping when you're down here. Oh wow, look at this statue. It's so cool. I feel like it's like the Tree of Life, where you look and you see more and more animals as you keep looking. Right, we've come to Starbucks and I've gone and grabbed myself an iced chai latte, because my new favourite drink. But it is so cute, because we had a little look, and as I was getting the cup, I saw this. They left a little message and it says "You are a star" on there. Have you got one as well? Oh yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Sean's one says "Keep a smile on your face," and Jack says "Have a wonderful day," and then my mum's one says "Shine you." That is so cute. Oh, that is such a good drink. It's got more spice to it than the one we have at home, I think. Really nice. Like, honestly, this drink has really grown on me. I think it's always been a drink that I've had in my head that it wouldn't really be my sort of thing. But then I went to Edinburgh with my friend, and he introduced me to it, and since then I've just been hooked. Like, literally, I love it. I even drink this at home at bedtime. Wow, that is so good. Oh, we've gone and found Ghostbusters HQ. It's actually closed at the moment. Sometimes then the doors are open and there's actually like a fire truck inside. I think you can get like merch in there sometimes, but I've actually never seen these before. I don't know how I've never noticed that. Right, we've got to do it for luck. If there's something strange in the neighbourhood, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Oh my god, they've actually just gone and opened it up too. This is what I was talking about. They've actually got the fire truck in there. Oh wow, that is so cool. It's proper like fire station. It's a little look at the pin. It's $5. It's actually cash only, but that is a very, very gorgeous pin. That was very good timing. That I actually can't believe it actually opened. Like if we was like 10 minutes early, we probably would have missed that. So that was just pure luck on our side. Amazing. It's actually just basically turned 2 o'clock. So I think we're gonna go and start making our way back to the hotel. Because obviously we need to get ready for Hamilton tonight. I think we're actually gonna go and head over to Junior's as well before we go to Hamilton tonight, because we definitely need food, and Junior's is on our list. You've never done Junior's before, have you? So yeah, we need to go and do Junior's because I feel like we need to tick that off when we're in New York. So we're gonna go and get the subway back. Probably have a little bit of a chill. We need to start packing as well for tomorrow. I think our checkout's at 11 AM, so we just need to go and like start packing and things. But we've done really well today. Like honestly, we've had a really successful day downtown. We managed to get like the Statue of Liberty and the Staten Island ferry done so quickly, and we had planned that we was going to be here till about 3 o'clock. But obviously we've like managed to get things done really, really quickly, which is fine. We're gonna go and get on the subway, make our way back to the hotel, have a little bit of a chill, pack a little bit, and then we're gonna be ready for this evening. We've actually been back in the hotel for like the last 20 minutes, I'd say, and we've started our operation pack everything to go home, which is very sad. I always hate packing to go home, but I do have to say, this room all of a sudden is looking a lot more spacious and a lot more cleaner. And those who watched like the very first travel day vlog will know that I had a bit of like mixed thoughts about this hotel, and I actually want to kind of like clear that up now, because now that we've stayed here for 5 nights, I do actually really love the hotel, and I do think for like the price of it, it is still a great hotel. Yes, I would say that the space and like some of the way that like they've done things, like I said before, like the wardrobe, like having like the safe in the way so you can't actually use the full rail, things like that still annoy me to this day. But in terms of like the hotel, the location is great. I think the actual like lobby area is stunning, and I actually have had some really comfortable sleeps. I actually don't think I've had any broken sleeps. Like the moment I've gone to sleep, I have been asleep until my alarm goes off in the morning. So I've had some of like the best sleeps in this hotel. So I think when I first come here, I said, oh, this is like the worst hotel of the ones that I've stayed in at New York. And actually, like, I'd say it's like on par with the other ones really. Like, I don't know, I think it's a great location, and I definitely wouldn't be like put off of coming here again. I'm also quite enjoying the downtime as well, to just like look out the window and people watch and just be nosy and see what's going on down below. We're actually not like too high up, like we're on the 22nd floor, which like sounds high, but I feel like I can still like make people out and see what they're doing, and it's just fun. I just love being nosy and seeing what people are doing. Okay, so we've gone and made it to Junior's restaurant. So this is actually very famous for its cheesecakes. I've actually gone from being not hungry in the slightest to being extremely hungry. I'm literally starving. So it's the perfect timing to go and grab something to eat. I can't wait to go in there. It's one of them like iconic New York restaurants. If you're a family, you're definitely gonna love Junior's. So let's go and head inside. Cannot wait to just eat. I don't know what I'm even gonna pick. It's a huge menu, I'm sure. I think when I went, I remember being overwhelmed by the menu, and then I definitely picked the wrong thing. So let's not make that mistake again. So quiet in here, isn't it? Right, so this here is the menu for Junior's, and like I said, it is one big menu. They've got their appetizers over here, so they've got like lots of different types of things. The buffalo wings, they've got Thai ginger barbecue wings, chicken tenders, look very, very nice. They've got soups, they've got salads, different like lunch combinations that you can get too. And I think this is where I went wrong before. I think I got the turkey Reuben, and it was literally just sliced bread and turkey, and it was $21.95. It was very, very expensive. They also do lots of different burgers as well. So like if you want a cheeseburger with like onion rings, that's $20.75 for that. They do some sandwiches, they've got traditional sandwiches too. And then this here are the chef's specialities. So they do lots of like shrimp, even like the southern fried chicken breast, like the boneless one. That's good. For lunch that's $23.95, and for dinner it's $30.95. I imagine that's probably very, very nice. They've got seafood, and then they have like their famous barbecue where they got like barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs, a rib and chicken combo, that's $23.95. £1.75 at lunchtime. We haven't actually got a cocktail, but these are the specialty cocktails that they do. Not badly priced really, like $15, $16 for some of them. Not bad at all, but they do look very, very good. I actually love the sound of the strawberry lemonade one, but I also like the fact that some of them are like named after New York things, like Manhattan. You got like the Big Apple. Well, that sounds quite good actually. Core apple vodka, apple schnapps, and fresh lemon juice. And they also do lots of different wines and beers too. Wow, this looks insanely good. So I've got the bacon cheeseburger. So you got the bacon, the burger. Look how thick that beef is. It looks amazing. And obviously like the bun here. I love they're going to put the salad separate as well, so I can decide what I want to go and put into my burger. I love that. Some proper chunky onion rings, and also the fries are like proper chips. It is honestly a perfect meal for sure. Proper juicy burger. And as always, there's always room for dessert. And in Juniors, they're very, very famous for their cheesecake. They literally have cheesecake with every single flavour you could possibly imagine. They've got like original cheesecake, fruit cheesecake, apple crumb cheesecake, Oreo, chocolate. Like honestly, the list goes on. I have Googled which ones are the best, and it was actually very, very tough for me to decide what to go and get. Basically, the prices are all pretty much $9.50, $9.75. So, you know, it's kind of like average standard price for a cheesecake, really. I am actually stuffed from that burger though. It was so much. The burger itself was actually really, really good. It was a really juicy, tender burger. I'm glad I got it medium. In terms of like the fries and the onion rings, they were not my favourite at all. They were quite overcooked, I'd say, but the actual burger was amazing. Like the burger is like 10 out of 10. But I think overall as a meal, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. I'd say it was pretty decent. So I had to go for the famous original #1 cheesecake, most famous one from Juniors. Looks so good, but it also looks very, very pretty. I really don't want to break into it, but I'm gonna have to do it. Sean's actually already started, but this is the red velvet cheesecake. Love red velvets. That also looks good. Right, here we go. Taste test time. Let's break into it. I feel like I can tell it's gonna be really good already. It is a really nice cheesecake. Very nice texture. It is very good cheesecake though. Obviously, like I have just gone for the basic one, but everyone was saying that's like the best one. I guess if you want to add more like of a chocolatey taste or whatever, then obviously pick one of them ones, but for a cheesecake it's really good. I have actually been defeated. It was so good, but I physically cannot stomach anymore. Basically come to $150.96, and obviously they're suggested tip prices. Obviously we'll tip 20% as we always do when we go to a restaurant, but yeah, that is the price if you're coming to Juniors. I have to say I am fully defeated in every possible way. I literally never want to look at food again because that was just so much, but I have to say it was a really good meal. I really enjoyed it. You know, when you're paying that amount of money, it's not the best quality food at all. Like you can go to other places in New York and I'm sure the food is better quality. I'd actually rather go and pay that money to go to like Virgil's or something like that, which we had for our Christmas Day dinner a couple of years back now. But you know, it's a nice experience and I really like it. It's family friendly. It's just a fun vibe. The waiters and waitresses are all so lovely in there as well. It's a great service. So yeah, that's genuinely what I think about Juniors. One thing though they had that was really good in Juniors was the playlist. I want the Juniors playlist. It was like 50s, 60s music. It was just a fun time. Like it was just a real fun time being in there. Right, okay, so I have my outfit ready for Hamilton. So what I'm basically wearing is I have this black shirt on. It's like a corduroy material. I call it my Adele shirt only because I bought this for seeing Adele in Las Vegas. So that's what I call it, but it's actually very, very nice. It's from Boohoo Man. I have a rose gold and black necklace on, just like a plain one. There's nothing too fancy about this one. It's like a short one. And then I've got my corduroy, like beigey, creamy trousers. Love these two. These from Only & Sons. And then I'm wearing my Nike Air Forces. So that's my outfit for the theatre tonight. I'm all showered, dressed, moisturised up, ready. So I can't wait to go. The little ticket notification just come through on my phone. It's actually real. My mum is also all ready for Hamilton tonight. She's looking gorgeous. Oh my god, guys, and here it is, Hamilton at Richard Rogers Theatre. You guys have no idea just how much this means to me. I've just worked out that this will be my 9th time that I've seen Hamilton. Obviously every other time it's been in London, and now I'm actually seeing it on Broadway, which just feels so much more special seeing it here, where like the original cast performed it. Like it's just everything. I can't believe I'm actually here in this theatre right now. Here's just a little look at the merch. I actually really love this Wait For It mug that they've got. It's $25 for that. There's a few pin badges over here, and also that mug is also great. And then I've actually never seen these in London, but they have this like $30 pin badge collection. They have lots of different things. They've got like the microphone from the Cabinet Battles, the Co. Really like them. I actually have already got the Schuyler Sisters one, and I've already got the like normal Hamilton one over there. We've actually got some really nice merch here. Some of it's different to West End. There's also a little look at the t-shirts they've got too. So you've got like the Schuyler Sisters one here, just like my country, young, scrappy and hungry. It is so cool. I like that New York City one, the greatest city in the world. So fitting. Wow, so we was waiting in the merch shop, and the boy next to me spent like $200 on merch. That was insane. So we've made it into the actual like theatre now. We're in seats M104 and 105, and basically we paid $249 for these seats, which, you know, is expensive. Hamilton in London you get a lot cheaper, but we're actually in the Richard Rogers Theatre. Going to be watching Hamilton in New York. Like, it's a whole different thing. We've actually got really good seats, and even though we wrote M, which I thought sounded quite far back, I think we've got a perfect view of the stage. I'm going to go and show you what it looks like. I'm honestly amazed. So here it is. It's the iconic Hamilton set. The staging looks so beautiful. It's weird because we've seen this show so many times, but it just feels different. Like, it has a whole different feel. Yeah, from this row it actually seems like it starts to go up on like a gradient, so we've actually got nobody blocking our view at all. It's a perfect view. It really is a perfect view. Honestly, I'm just so happy. And we also have our iconic playbill, which I'm going to cherish this for the rest of my life. In fact, I've actually now got a Hamilton playbill. Is everything. And then, as always, it has the cast list for Hamilton, but it actually says that today in this performance, the role of Hercules Mulligan is going to be played by J. Quinton Johnson. So we have an understudy for Hercules Mulligan. Something that I've noticed as well that's different to London is the stage seems quite a lot lower than what it is in London, and I feel like from this angle we can actually still see the staging, and we see the lighting on the staging, we can see the turntable properly. Honestly, like, my heart just feels so full at the moment. I actually can't believe this is real. It's like a full-on pinch me moment. Okay, so we are back in the room after seeing Hamilton at the Richard Rogers Theatre. Do you know what? It was so good. That by far is the best musical ever, but definitely the best musical on Broadway, definitely out the ones that I've seen. It was just out of this world. I honestly loved it. We had the most amazing time. The seats were incredible. The theatre is so gorgeous anyway, but it was just interesting. Like, for me, that was my 10th time seeing Hamilton. 9 other times it's been in London, and you know what? I love seeing Hamilton in London. It's great, but this was a real bucket list thing for me and my mum, and that's why we decided to go and do it today. And I'm just so glad that we managed to tick it off the bucket list. There were so many like little tiny differences with the Broadway one that we noticed. We noticed that like the way that Eliza played her character in Act 1, she added a lot of like comedy to Eliza, which I've never seen done before. There was little things that like King George III done that isn't done in the West End production, and the way that Eliza's gasp was at the end, and it kind of like kept the spotlight on her for that little bit longer. That doesn't happen in the West End. It was just nice. It felt like there was things that were done differently, and that's what I love about seeing Hamilton. Even when it's in London, seeing new casts and things like that, they do change things up, and it's always nice to kind of see it because it keeps the show fresh, I guess. Every single performer was so extremely talented. Like vocally, they was all really strong vocalists. I was honestly blown away by so many performances, but I think standouts for me was definitely George Washington when he done One Last Time. That was by far my favourite that I've ever heard live. I've also seen Trevor Dion Nicholas, and he is incredible, and I actually thought nobody could beat him when it comes to One Last Time. And seeing, what was his name? It was Tamar Green, but yeah, like I would say he was definitely on par with Trevor Dion Nicholas. He was honestly phenomenal. I also really liked Angelica, probably my favourite Angelica I've ever seen today. Like, she was incredible. Literally, I would say just as amazing as Renee in the original Broadway cast. Like, just phenomenal vocally. Satisfied was by far one of the best that I've ever heard. And something that I really noticed about the Richard Rodgers Theatre was the sound was so crisp and clean, and you could literally hear everything. That was by far the best sound quality of any theatre I've ever been to as well. It was so good, the quality of sound. And again, when you're paying that much money to go and see a show, that's what you expect, and it definitely delivered. I literally loved every single moment. Do I regret paying that amount of money? Definitely not. It was really worth it. Like, for me, like I said, it was a bucket list thing that I've ticked off, and I'm just so happy that we went and we done it whilst we was in New York this time. If you're somebody who's coming to New York soon and you want to go and get a little bit of original Broadway cast, then you can actually go and catch Leslie Odom Jr., who played Aaron Burr in the original Broadway cast performance of it. He's going to be performing from the 9th of September through to the 23rd of November. So if you're in New York during them dates, you're in for a treat, because you're going to be very, very lucky to go and see him. Good morning, everybody. Today is our travel home day from New York, which is very, very sad. We're actually going to go and literally check out the hotel now, and we're going to go and leave our luggage in the luggage room, so I'll tell you all about that in a second. But I feel very sad to be leaving New York and leaving this room. Let's go and do it. Right, so we're all checked out of the New York hotel. I'm actually so sad. I feel like I got a real attachment to that hotel. I really, really loved it. It really did grow on me. Considering how much I disliked it at the beginning, I did actually grow to love it. The luggage storage was $5 per bag, so you have to pay for that. I assume you don't have to give a tip afterwards because we paid $5 a bag, so it was $20 for all of us. But it was card payments only, so just bear that in mind if you're going to be using the luggage room and staying at the New Yorker. But it was fine. Like, we was going to have to pay a tip anyway, so I wasn't too fussed about that. But our flight tonight isn't until 9:30, so we've actually got literally a full day in New York pretty much still. So we're going to go and do a few things. We're actually looking at booking the Museum of Broadway too, so that's something that we definitely are going to be trying to do. I think there's actually lots of tickets available, so yeah, we want to go and do that because we're big Broadway fans anyway, so we'd love to see what that's all about. But yeah, let's go and enjoy our very final day in this city. I'm going to go and do Magnolia Bakery again because it'd be rude not to. Right, that's the classic Magnolia pudding. And then we got 3 of the peanut butter ones. Here it is, we got the cute little pot again. It's another Magnolia Bakery. This time we've gone for the limited edition special peanut butter chocolate banana pudding. It does look so neat. Like, look how neat that fits in the pot. I love it. We went for medium again, and we're literally right in front of Radio City Music Hall, which we actually haven't stumbled across yet on this trip. So I don't know, it just kind of worked out getting my Magnolia Bakery, but also ticking off seeing this. Right, here we go, let's go and try it. I don't know if it's going to beat the banana pudding, just a classic, but it's good to try something different because we've had like 3 classics in, I think I've had 4 classics in my life. So let's try something new. It's actually got like chocolate cake instead of like vanilla cake. See, chocolate chips in it too, it looks like. I don't know, let's go and try it. Oh. What I wasn't expecting was for it to be still a banana pudding. Like, I know it is a peanut butter chocolate banana pudding, but the banana still comes through like equally just as much. But you have like the sweetness of the chocolate, The cream is delicious, and the little like crunch from the chocolate chips. Oh, that is so good. That one really is heaven in a pot. That is so gorgeous. It tastes so amazing. It might even be better. It might even be better. And I'm not normally someone who picks a chocolatey dessert, really. But that is literally everything. The cream is so good too. Wow. Magnolia Bakery, we actually need you in the UK. Like, I would get this every day of my life. Or, you know, like, even if just like visiting London, I'd have to grab the Magnolia Bakery. It is honestly insane. And I think I've always had in my head, oh, I'll just go for the classic. But you know what, go for the special ones, like especially this one here. So good. I think when we came at Christmas, it was like a red velvet one. Yeah. I think it was, but we never tried that. But I imagine that was probably quite good too. It's honestly insane. Like the fact that it's still a banana pudding, but you have that like peanut taste come through in the chocolate. It's a 10 out of 10. It's another 10 out of 10. Very good, very satisfied. We've actually just gone and sat down for a little bit, had a little bit of a chill, which I very much enjoyed, and we actually just went and booked our tickets for the museum Broadway. So we're going to go and do that in a little bit of time. I've read things, people say it takes either like between 90 minutes up to like 4 hours, so I'm not sure how long we'll spend there, but yeah, we've got that to look forward to, and we've never done it before, so it's something new for us. Well, yeah, we're heading into the Nintendo store. Oh wow, this is very, very cool. Oh my god, look at all the merch. I love that. This is all the Mario merch. We've got Luigi here. Oh, we've got the Luigi hat. Oh, I love it. And you know what? I always have loved Yoshi. He's always been my favourite. On Mario Kart, I'd always pick Yoshi. Wow, look at this. It's like a proper like racing jacket with Mario Kart on there since '92. And then at the back, that is $100 for it. It's a proper good quality jacket though. Doesn't this just make you really excited for Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe? Like, I just love it. I just love everything, like the music, the theme, everything. It's so cool. So we need to get to Epic Universe very soon for this. They have so many different pins as well. They're $5.99 each. Really gorgeous pins. Oh, and they've got a little Toad and a Luigi. Just so fun. Just like such a fun shop to be in. They have the Pikachu Statue of Liberty. Gorgeous. That's $29.99 for that. We've come into the New York Fire Department shop, which is just by the Rockefeller Center. I didn't even realise Jack and Joel are in there. And they have all the patches of the different like fire departments from across the world. So if you can't find yours, you can actually go and search it here. So yeah, I'm going to search it. They've got one for Essex. Let's see if it comes up. Oh yeah, so they've got Essex Ambulance Service there and the Essex Fire Department Service. Wow. Oh, that's supposed to be Canada. I reckon that's the Canada one, but that's our one, I assume. It's the ambulance service, yeah, United Kingdom. They have little dog coats with the New York Fire Department little badge on there. They have some really nice coats as well. This one here is $142.99. I don't think I'd ever wear it at home though, to be fair, but it's a nice like bomber jacket sort of material. And they've also got one that's like a Harrington jacket, which, if you know, I love a Harrington jacket, but again, I don't think I'd wear it at home. I'm actually not over just how warm it is today. It's 23 degrees it's going up to. But obviously I've worn my like sweatshirt because obviously it's a travel day, and I thought on the plane like it's going to be cold. And to be fair, like the last 2 days haven't been particularly warm. They've just been like quite standard, like average temperature, like quite mild. Yeah, it is very, very warm, but also I don't want to really take this off, so I don't know, just going to embrace it. Right, so we've come to the New York Public Library. It's in this very, very beautiful building. We actually tried to come here on Monday, but because it was a public holiday, it was actually closed. But it's honestly so grand. It's huge, very, very overwhelming. I have no idea where I'm going, but I know I really want to look for the Winnie the Pooh original characters and just have a little browse really. I don't want to spend too long in here, but it is honestly gorgeous. Oh, this was very easy to find. It's the original Winnie the Pooh characters. Wow, they are so cute. I love Eeyore and Piglet. Oh, that's so cute. And this here is Charles Dickens' desk with his writing slope. This is a very nice mug. It says, think before you speak, read before you think. That's very powerful. And this is my kind of book, Tequila Mockingbird. I mean, I love making a cocktail. Aren't these book covers gorgeous? I really love them, and actually they're all like proper like classics. This is proper GCSE English, this, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But even like the blurb, it's so beautiful. Jack just went and spotted this puzzle, this Broadway one with Times Square. I really like it. How much was it? $17.99, yeah. If this wasn't $50, I would so get that. I love how like rustic it looks and old, but it's so nice. It's, yeah, $50 though. These covers are also stunning. It reminds me of like the beginning of like classic Disney films. That Wonderful Wizard of Oz one is beautiful. I really like that. I love books that are like this. It is $14.95, not even bad, but it's letters to your future self, which you write and then you go and like choose the date that you want to go and open them. And it's like, these are my routes, where I want to go, all the things I'd like to try someday. Pick the day you're going to seal it, and then also the day you're going to open it. I really love that. Wow, it's very Hogwarts, isn't it? I feel like that bit there, it's like Hogwarts stairs. Oh wow, look at this room. And the ceiling up there. Again, it feels very Rome. It's honestly one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I feel like if I was a New York uni student, this would be the room that I would love to just work in, and just like, it's so nice looking around. There's people that are either like reading or they're studying or they're kind of like watching things on Netflix and things like that. There's also another room called the Rose Room, I think it's called, but it's meant to be very, very quiet. So yeah, I kind of like that this one has a little bit of like noise, like you can hear talking. It's not like deadly silent. Wow, it's honestly gorgeous. It's not that busy in here either. Right, well that was fun. I enjoy going to the public library. I'm glad that we actually managed to be able to go and do it. The Rose Reading Room actually wasn't open. If you want to go to the Rose Reading Room, it's basically between 10 to 11 a.m, but the last entry is 10:50 a.m. for you to be able to go in there and just kind of visit. Other than that, it's kind of like for research purposes only. There was a few like tours going in there, I think, as well during the time. But yeah, if you want to go into the Rose Reading Room, it is between 10 and 10:50. Okay, and here it is. Next up, the Museum of Broadway. I'm actually so excited to go and do this because, like I said, we all love Broadway so much. We've done a lot of like West End shows, not as many Broadway shows obviously, but I do love Broadway, so it'd be good to go in there. Obviously it's going to be a celebration of all things Broadway, the history of Broadway, the success of Broadway, so it's going to be good to see lots of the original costumes, the props and that kind of thing. It basically cost us $36.75 each, so yeah, that's how much it is. It's meant to be quite a long experience. I think it's relatively new actually, only opened in 2022. That was actually on a group saving, so because we're a group of 4, we actually managed to get it slightly cheaper. So definitely when you're looking at the website, check it out. Actually do some cheaper ticket options depending on your group size, so definitely look at the website properly. But actually they had so many time slots available. I don't expect it's going to be very busy. I'm just excited to go in, so let's go and head in there. I need to finish off my drink before I go in. I've got a McDonald's Coke, very crispy, love it. Let's go and head in. So the museum actually starts on the 3rd floor, so we're making our way up. Some nice little pictures on the wall as well. Oh wow, so these are all the shows that are on Broadway currently. seen quite a few now, not in Broadway, but on the West End. Oh, Wicked, that's the next one I need to see on Broadway. I love Wicked, seen it in London so many times. Seen this, and I've heard such good things about The Outsiders. That'd be another one I'd want to see if I come back to Broadway.
Museum of Broadway. Today, Broadway is closely identified with Times Square, but New York's theater district wasn't always located in this neighborhood.
So what this is basically like is like a walking timeline. So it starts with Broadway in 1732 all the way to the present day. So we're currently like, I think 1732. It's very glitz and glamour though. This is so cool. So I picked up the iPad and the pages are coming to life. Look at that. Keeps on rolling along. You know, you could actually spend so long just looking through this and reading all this text. There's a lot of information. Oh, this is cool. This is the West Side Story section. Oh my god, there's an original Jets jacket there. The cabaret section. They've got the pineapple, and then here's the cabaret costumes from the revival. The MC and Sally Bowles costume. So gorgeous. It's like a mirror maze. Oh, wow. Oh, and here we go. Follow the yellow brick road. Wow, that's so cool. The original set model for a chorus line. The sun will come out tomorrow. Got all the Annie things over here. And this is so cute. Over here, this is a collection of artifacts from the Annie dog trainer. And there's a little letter there written in 1978. A little paw print. Yeah, jumpsuit from Mamma Mia. Oh no, the Jersey Boys. Flies undone. What is this? This is not the Jersey Boys I know. Wow, and there's a very young Meryl Streep there. Over here it says that the AIDS epidemic hit the theatrical community hard. We prematurely lost an entire creative class of people. The names on the wall are of the many people we lost to AIDS or AIDS-related illnesses. And they have so many names literally on the wall of all the creative people that were lost due to the AIDS pandemic. It's a drawing of Andrew Lloyd Webber. Wow, so many costumes here. We've got from Evita, we've got Cats, we've got Jean Valjean from Les Mis, and then this is from Miss Saigon. Such beautiful costumes. And then over here is a whole Phantom of the Opera section. I love Phantom so much, but you've got the music box here. And then you've got so many of the different costumes. This is Christine's costume here. You've got the Phantom's costume during Masquerade. And then this one here is Carlotta's costume. Just looking at that bit just made me realise how magical Phantom is. That is like a top show, and it's gutting they don't have it in Broadway anymore. Like, I don't know why they got rid of it in Broadway, because it's such a successful show. I'm just so thankful we have that in the West End. I just feel like I need to see Phantom again. It's been over a year. I just love that show. Are all the rent props? 525,600 minutes. And a little model set for Rent. Would love to have seen this one. Wow, and here's all the Lion King props. Wow, the masks are gorgeous. So we've got Scar's mask here, the Scar. The thing is, you never get to see him close up when you're really like there. And then you've also got Mufasa's mask here. So gorgeous, and the sun in the background. We've got Elsa's wig from Frozen there. It's a shame we don't have Frozen anymore, not on Broadway or in London anymore. And the Moulin Rouge model set, that is a gorgeous set. I think that is actually my favourite of any Broadway show ever. It's so beautiful. I love the elephant at the side and the windmill. I just love being at that theatre. I actually think we've just found the best model set that's here of Wicked at the Gershwin Theatre. You've got little models of Glinda and Elphaba, you've got Chistery, you've got Fiera at the back, well, I'm seeing even more. Some of the ensemble cast, the Time Dragon. Wow, that is insane. And you've even got at the bottom, like the escalators going up to the theatre. Little Ozdust boutique, there's so much to see. Wow, we've just gone and found this. So you've got the Hamilton costumes, you've got Alexander Hamilton's green costume from Non-Stop, and then you've also got Eliza's dress, and then you've got these boots here from Alexander Hamilton, even signed by Lin-Manuel Miranda himself. Well, there's so much, yeah. Like the cups from My Shot. Right, I think it's our final floor that we need to go on to. The making of a Broadway show. It's dark down here. It's like we're going backstage. This is very, very cool because you can actually go and stand on like this stage area here, and it shows you what it'd look like being a performer looking out to the audience. This beautiful gift shop actually at the end. There's so much merch in here as well, so if you don't get to actually go to the shows themselves, they have so much merch. Like here they've got lots of Hamilton merch. Oh yeah, they've got all the programmes there. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Oh yes, you can actually have a look at the programme, like the Wicked programme, if you've not had the chance to look at that. You can actually go and grab all the 6 pin badges. And I've also got a Wicked t-shirt I just thought, which I really liked. Yeah, it was this one here. We don't have that one in London, I'm sure we don't. It's a really lovely t-shirt. But I love the Wicked hat too. Why do they have better merch than we do? They also have lots of just Museum of Broadway merch, so this is the t-shirt that they have. They also have a couple of Christmas decorations. You've got this Museum of Broadway, like the sign outside, and that one too. Actually quite nice. And they've also got the Museum of Broadway pin badge. Lovely. They actually have this really nice hardback book of the Grimmery, but it's actually got lots of like just Wicked facts in there too. Wow. So stunning. Right, so we've just gone and finished at the Museum of Broadway, and I actually think if you are a Broadway theatre musicals lover, you would really like it. It actually really makes you appreciate everyone who gets involved with Broadway shows. It was honestly just stunning. Every member of staff in there was so helpful. They wanted to go and take pictures. It was informative. You could spend a real long time in there, like going and looking at every single bit of information, reading every single sign, and if you're going to go and do that, prepare yourself, because there's so much to read, so much to learn. We kind of just took pictures. There's a few signs that I read. We spent about an hour and a half in there, and then we also looked at the gift shop. So yeah, I'd say like an hour and a half is like the minimum you can spend in there, but I reckon you can go up to like a good 3-4 hours looking. But it was a good experience. Would I do it again? Probably not. I think it's a one and done sort of thing. But it was really nice going around, just seeing lots of the props and the sets, and just learning the history of Broadway, because you know it is so different to the West End, and I don't know, I just feel like I really like appreciate theatre, and I think that's what you really get from that. So even if you're not a huge Broadway lover, you're still going to be able to appreciate so much in there. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I didn't realise, but across the road is Rise NY, which is basically, think Soaring at Disney, pretty much the same sort of thing. We've done it in the last vlog series. If you're interested, go and check that out. But look how gorgeous that painting is of the Statue of Liberty on there. I've never noticed that before. I don't think it was painted like that when I came and visited last time. But it's so nice that. We've just come to have a little chill in Bryant Park. The time now is 2 o'clock. And we haven't really got to leave New York until about 5ish, so we're gonna have a little chill here. The sun's up very, very nice. We've come to like this very like quiet corner near the back of Bryant Park, and they're not letting anyone on the grass today. But this is definitely one of my new favourite spots in New York for sure, just for the peace and quiet and chill, and just like the little like views that you get of New York is so great. They're actually setting up the stage. If you watch my first vlog, they have like a stage set up, and they do like summer concerts. So they're setting it up at the moment. They've got like camera crew and everything. But I've got my caramel frappuccino, and today they wrote yay on there. It doesn't really feel like a yay occasion because obviously we're leaving New York, but we'll celebrate the yay for now. It's good. You can't go wrong with a Starbucks, can you? You know what, sitting in Bryant Park for that amount of time, I really struggled to keep my eyes open. I've realised now just how exhausted I am. It's got to that part of the trip where I sat there and I was just like, do you know what, I literally can't do anything anymore. We've done 5 nights here in New York, and I actually think that's the perfect time. I don't think we needed it any longer, and I think if we did have any longer, I think each day we'd take a lot easier. And like I said right at the beginning, like I do these trips intensely, and I definitely have done it with this trip. It's been a very, very intense couple of days, and I feel like I've really lacking sleep. And now I just can't wait to be sitting on that plane and actually just closing my eyes literally for like 6 hours whilst I go home, because I am honestly shattered. Oh yay, Chick-fil-A, our final meal. We've got Chick-fil-A burger, we've got waffle fries, got a Coke, and of course I had to get Chick-fil-A sauce too. It's very yummy. Right, so we've just gone and collected our luggage, and we're now leaving, which is very, very sad. I'm gonna go and head towards the subway, and then go and get the subway and then the air train back to the airport. So sad. Okay, so we're through security. I've got to say, this airport has been full-on chaos. The moment we got in, there we had to go and do like the self-check-in for our luggage and things like that. And the machines, they always just don't work. And we put our luggage through, and then it had to reverse the luggage back because it wouldn't accept it. It was honestly a little bit crazy, I can't lie. But we're actually through. Security took about 25 minutes, I'd say. It just seemed very hectic. But to be fair, I expect it. It's JFK Airport. But we're just going to have a little wander around now. There's a few little places to eat. There's a Starbucks, there's a McDonald's if you want something a bit cheaper. So there's a few little things. We don't want food. We're just going to literally have a little browse, I think. But yeah, I'm honestly knackered. Like, I really am tired. Right, we've made it onto the plane. I am so tired. So I already have my red Virgin blanket on, and I think I'm going to sleep for the whole 5 hours and 55 minutes. I'm not going to lie. I have no appetite really, so I really can't be bothered to wake up for food. I might have a few drinks and stuff like that, but I'm actually just going to sleep. I try and sleep the whole way through the flight, and then try and get my sleep pattern back to normal when I'm back home in the UK. But yeah, just can't wait to sleep. Okay, it's actually been a couple of weeks since I got back from New York, and I just have to say that I had the most amazing trip to New York. It was actually probably my favourite trip that I've ever had to New York. It was so good. I really didn't think that I would say that I prefer visiting New York in like the spring, summer compared to Christmas, because in my head, New York is just a Christmassy place. Like when I think of like the films, it's always New York at Christmas. Like you always see that. But I actually loved visiting in May. It was honestly amazing. I love being able to do things that you wouldn't be able to do at Christmas, like things like Coney Island, and just walking around Central Park in the summer was just such a nice vibe. Like you could do it comfortably. You didn't have to like wear huge coats and have it raining or anything like that. It was just really, really nice to just walk around Central Park and enjoy it and see the turtles, which you don't see at Christmas. So yeah, I loved all of that. I just feel like we managed to do so much, and yes, I do these trips very intensely, but I wouldn't change it at all. But I just want to say, obviously it's been a few weeks, so I've uploaded like all of the vlogs now, and I just wanted to say a really big thank you to every single person who has supported me. The love that I felt on these videos is honestly unmatched. I've seen every single comment, every single like, I've seen every DM on Instagram where people have asked me questions and things like that. Honestly, it just means the world to me. So thank you so much to every single person who supported me on this channel, but specifically for this New York series. It means the world to me. If you haven't already, definitely go and hit the subscribe button, because I would honestly love that. I have a very exciting trip coming very, very soon in the next couple of weeks, and I'll be making an announcement very soon for that. So keep your eyes peeled on this channel. But thanks so much for joining me. If you do have any questions about New York, definitely go and send me either a DM over on Instagram or leave a comment down below, and I'll definitely go and answer it. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye guys.